So, my guest tonight is known for being such a kind and wonderful human. He's also got a cool VTuber. It's like a zombie with half, like, his brain kind of showing from half of its skull. He's got the VTuber has like one eye that's lost. Well, you'll see. You'll know what I mean when you check out his streams. He does variety, sometimes ranging from platformers to shooters and more. But tonight we are going to talk about the channel, some gaming, and more stuff. So please welcome Zombie Romeo, or known on Twitch as ZombieRomeo69, to tonight's episode.
Hello.
Hello. First thing I ask my guests always is, how are you doing today? Even though I asked you that before we started.
I'm doing amazing. I've been a normal human being outside of streaming. Actually, I pat myself on the back. I cleaned and I had my lunch, so my house smells nice.
Ooh, that's so good. That sounds good. So what I want to know as well is, do you remember how you discovered Twitch and how you decided to become a streamer? And also, can you tell us a bit about the channel, like what you do and stuff?
Oh gosh, how did I find Twitch? Well, I started streaming about I'm gonna say about 5 years ago, which is contrary of what my channel's age is on Twitch, because I started streaming on the blue platform, the Facebook. I didn't get really many people there, and I was getting very discouraged about it. But I was like, I have so many games I want to play. I want to include somebody in this too. But it didn't really pick up, and I kind of fell off of it for a bit. That was, I don't remember the year, but sometime later, I was like, what other platforms can I do this on? And I found Twitch. I said, okay, let's see, what do I need to get this going? And I just slapped together a little a little like waiting screen. I didn't even know how to put a timer on the screen. It was just me waiting for 10 minutes for people to show up. And that's how I started. After that, I met I started branching out to games that I like, and I met a bunch of my current friends for streaming. So I've always had the idea of going online and sharing my experiences, especially with games.
So, where did the name ZombieRomeo69 come from, and what's the lore behind it? Like, how did you put it all together?
I'm gonna say this because I always describe it this way. It's basically my whore name. It's my prostitute name. Because I took the name of my dog and my favorite type of like video games at the time. my dog's name was Romeo.
Oh my God.
And he's a salt and pepper medium schnauzer. He grew up to be about 17 years old. He was an old boy.
Oh my God, I love schnauzers. Like, schnauzers are my favorite dog breed.
I'm mine too, and I was like, yeah. The first day I saw him, he fit in like someone's jacket pocket. That's how small he was.
Yeah, when they're small, when they're born, they're like very teeny tiny. Because I didn't have a dog, but my friend had one, and he had like a miniature schnauzer, which is even smaller. But I know that the big schnauzer, or the big schnauzer, if it stood up on both only two legs, it would be as tall as a human being.
Yeah. I've seen that. Well, that's where the Romeo part came from, and then the zombie. At the time when I was making the name, which was early 2009. Here's me revealing myself. I actually started the idea of posting online on YouTube. I do have some videos on YouTube as ZombieRomeo69.
Yeah.
But it never came to fruition. But back then I was so enamored and so I loved zombie games. It was just all the rage. So that's where the Zombie Romeo came from. And then I was like, I just want to make it funny. I want to let people know that even though I can be serious, I can also be stupid. What can I do to this name to make it make it look like I'm funny? And I said, okay, let's just put a funny number in the back, the 69. And that's how the whole Zombie Romeo 69 came from.
Yeah, and I do remember like back when sometimes Hama gives you a video shoutouts, or probably even in your like starting soon screen, in the videos you have there, the funniest things are there. You had like a cucumber or a pickle PNG tuber or VTuber or something. Like, how did you go from that? Or I assume you didn't start with a face cam, because I'll let you tell us the story. But like, going from the cucumber or the pickle to a zombie now, tell us the process.
Actually, it was the zombie first, because when I jumped into Twitch streaming, I gave my friend the name. It's like, I want Zombie Romeo. My brain went directly to Shakespearean eras and Shakespearean stories. And I gave my friend the name, and it's like, I want you to make a Shakespearean zombie. And I told him, you have free reins on its design. You have all creative processing right there for you to do it right there. And that's what he delivered. He delivered my first image of Zombie Romeo, and I was like, yep, I'm keeping this. This looks amazing. I love it. I still have him tagged in my description on who made the actual character. Audio Ruiz on Instagram. You can find him there on my channel.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I want someone to put this into a VTuber. So I contacted a bunch of my friends to see if anybody knew a VTuber modeler, because it's very, very specific and it's kind of complicated. But I gave it to Prisma. She's from, I think, Peru. I don't remember exactly where. But she was within the little group of friends that I used to have, or I still have. I play with them every now and then. And she made the original VTuber, or PNG tuber.
Yeah.
She made just 2 still images, and I put it onto a video tuber, which is a PNG tube, like little program that only detects your microphone.
VideoTube, yeah, I use it sometimes for my PNG.
Yeah. But she gave me 2 still images. I told her one has to have its hands on the controller, and when it's speaking, it's just one hand upwards. That's it. And she added the blinking. She added the mouth opening and closing. And just to be funny and just to get out of the monotony of just having my PNG tuber at the bottom, I made a redeem, because people wanted to see my face before I reached, like, I think it was 200 or 300 followers. I was adamant on actually showing my face on camera.
Yeah.
But I put in a little joke, putting in a redeem as HD PNG tuber, which I thought it was funny. I just slapped a freaking mustache and a hat on a cucumber,
Oh my
I've
god.
just spliced it together myself. And people kept redeeming it, thinking I was going to reveal my face. Nope, it was just an HD version of a cucumber with a very detailed mustache and a hat. And
I'm
that's
thinking about it now, like probably would have been funny if it's a zombified cucumber.
I was thinking the same thing, but I didn't. I don't have the creative means of actually slapping rotten flesh on a cucumber. But that's actually a good idea.
Or maybe a cucumber that has bites taken out of it and then it's like a little bit,
Yeah.
looks a little bit rotten.
Yep. I can implement that later on. You have sprouted a new idea.
Nice, nice. Okay, so how does it feel to reveal your face? Since you said you weren't keen or you weren't comfortable enough back then to do it?
I was so afraid of showing my face because I've heard people of getting doxxed, and just by the background they can kind of find where the frick you're living. And I was like, no. But after meeting Hamma, Cooj, Nerbo wasn't. We weren't friends back then, but I had a lot of other like very close people that came into my streams and supported me a lot, and they showed me that there's really nothing wrong. Plus, a lot of the other streamers that I know actually show their face. But after making it like a big deal, I made a little event, like a 12-hour stream. That if I reached, I think it was 300 followers on Twitch, I would turn on my face cam. I had bought a camera before. Oh no, wait, I was using my phone. I was using my phone as a camera.
Yeah.
And I plugged it into my computer. So the first time I revealed my face was very choppy and very low quality because I didn't have a camera. And I remember this moment fondly because, first of all, I was shitting my pants because I was so nervous. And second, it was an account. When somebody, the last person to follow me, popped up on my screen, all it said, "I did this for Zombie." It was just that account. Somebody created a random account named "I did this for Zombie" and followed me just so he can reach the 300 mark. I was mid singing. And I started, and I saw the name pop up, and I heard the little notification. I went, "Fuck!" I just screamed. I later found out who it was. It was Rangers, one of my moderators. But it was the funniest thing. And after I actually turned on my camera, rolled into frame, I was like, I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know why this was so. I felt like this was so bad. Plus, I had all the support of everybody that was there. It was kind of. I relieved myself of that stress of trying to hide.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't regret it. People know me because of the mustache, and they know me for a lot of other reasons. Me just doing squats on screen just to keep people here.
Yeah, and your streams are like bilingual. You speak English and you speak Spanish. I don't want to seem like I'm invading your privacy or anything, but I reckon you have a Latino background or a Latin background,
Yes.
right? Yes? Okay.
Latino. There's no invading here. Both my parents are Mexican.
Ooh.
And my mom got pregnant. They crossed the border and just dumped me there. I was like, "Yo, okay, I'm from here now."
Yeah, but do you speak the language of like where you live? Because I know Hawaii has their own language.
Oh yeah, Hawaii has their own language, but no, I'm originally from California.
Okay.
I was born on mainland and raised 13 years there. I learned both English and Spanish at the same time. So both my English and my Spanish are 100% fluent. because I learned them both at the same time, and that also kind of falls into my my dyslexic brain. Because I know both languages and because I learn them at the same time, I kind of tend to combine them. And sometimes I say something in English where I structured the sentence as if it were in Spanish, and it sounds funny. It sounds like I'm speaking like if I were Yoda. But everything else is pretty pretty okay. I lived 20 years in Mexico. That's where I started my streaming life, and after quite a bit, I just came to the United States again. So
Nice.
I'm further away from my friends, unfortunately, but the time zones really fuck us over.
Yeah, yeah. So do you remember what was the very first game you ever streamed on Twitch?
I do. On Twitch?
Yeah.
Ooh, I do remember. And it was a game that I was wanting to play ever since I saw it. I didn't get many people while I was playing. I just got like 2 or 3 friends that from Mexico that were like, "Oh, what is this game?" And I told them about it. But it was at first it was a PlayStation exclusive a long time ago. I'm just curious now before I give you the
Okay.
wrong information. Oh, spelled that wrong. There it is. It doesn't say what year it is. Oh, 2012. This game came out. It's by a cool developer called That Game Studio. I fell in love with the music. I fell in love with the visual, and with the idea of it being so lonely. The game is called Journey.
Oh my God, I know Journey.
It's such a great game. It's such a good storytelling experience. And I wanted to experience it myself. But I never had a PlayStation. Or the one that I did have was borrowed, so and they didn't have Journey on it. So I played. That was my first game on stream on Twitch.
Yeah.
And I had so much fun with it. I finished it all in one sitting. I wasn't expecting to be able to do that.
It is a short game though, but yeah.
Yeah. It is a short game. And then for my first ever stream, I did a game called Omno. It's a little puzzle game where you just fly around as a little character, and you solve like moving platform puzzles and jumping puzzles. That one I played on Facebook before I even moved over to Twitch.
Okay.
But that I remember both of those games very fondly, and how I just played it, and some of my friends came in, and I was super happy just to have 2 people there, because that means that's how it starts. That's how people start finding out about you.
Yeah. And what helps as well is like networking, and you probably if you meet people, you join their discords. What I still do it to this day. I go into self promo and I just dump a link there, maybe put a title. What attracted people one time is not kind of debating people. I don't mean to debate them, but it was a medieval game that I was playing, Lord of the Ring Return to Moria. So everybody came across and said like, "Oh, I thought you were doing Kingdom Come." I'm like, "No, it is a medieval game." But you have to be smart about how you advertise. It wasn't meant to be as like a clickbait or something that would or like a I don't know, like a publicity stunt or something, but it wasn't intentional. But it was a medieval game, so I did not deceive.
It just didn't tell the whole truth.
I mean, they could drop by, see the game, and they could stay or leave if they want to. I mean, I have like amazing people Even more amazing lurkers. All the support is appreciated though. And even in like during impromptu times or impromptu streams, they still show up. I'm very shocked about that, and I'm very happy about that.
Yeah, I've done a few of those too, especially now that my friends tend to stream at different hours, and then I was like, I think, gosh, I really do want to play, and it's just like I'm on a different time zone right now, and
Yeah.
but I still want to play, so I just jump in and do an impromptu stream just because they're playing something that I want to play with them, because I love playing with friends. Which is something that how I started my life throwing myself into the internet, because the original idea of my stream was co-op games. I wanted to do all kinds of co-op, couch co-op, 1v1 stuff, anything that had to do with just playing with friends, and that's how my my YouTube started. But unfortunately, I wasn't able to keep as many people engaged enough to continue on with that project. So
Yeah, I
that's
mean, you always one thing I that came in mind when I started is like just play the games you like, because maybe some of my some of the games I've played, I've streamed. Let's say the Simpsons game, not Hit and Run. I've streamed Hit and Run, and I might go back to it. But the Simpsons game, the one in 2007, by EA. Based off of the movie, but not quite like the movie. So I've streamed this, and people still like attended, and I was like, okay. I was just testing my limits to see how many people would still show up if I'm doing kind of an unpopular game. I still need to go back and finish it. But like, it is the people that know you, it is the people that you drop by and say hello to, sometimes support you back. I've learned that throughout the years. It's like, but if any of you are listening, I don't have all the time to drop by everybody's streams at once, so I just divide my time. If I don't drop by, let's say, I have my main people, yes, but if I don't drop by other people's streams in a long time, just because I'm trying to divide my love, try to divide everything, I can be in 7 streams at once, but I pour my focus on the main people sometimes. Okay.
Yeah. I try to throw my love to everybody. I just keep the tabs open at least for whenever they're streaming.
Yeah. And
showing love to everyone,
but sometimes
everyone that I can.
Yeah, sometimes like if you have Edge or let's say, I don't know, okay, Microsoft Edge, it sleeps the tab if you're like tabbed out of it. So this is why sometimes it's like, I've said this before, but I'm gonna say it to you. So there's something called sleeper lurkers, which is when if you're using Edge, you finish your stream, let's say, and you raid it out. Those people that were lurking you get taken with the raid, but they don't count because their tab's sleeping. You know, it didn't count them because you have the tab muted, not the stream. Still, it doesn't count them because when it takes you over, it has to refresh, and when it refreshes in the background, it thinks the tab, if you're AFK, it thinks the tab is like just asleep, so it doesn't actually count you. But then this is what I noticed between, like, let's say you have 6 and then you went down to 1 and then you went back to 6, so that sometimes matters. Yeah. Okay, so you've mentioned friends. Let's talk a little bit about like the moderation side. First things first, how did you come across Hammerpants, Cooj, and those amazing people, and how were you approached about being a mod?
Oh, that's a story. Uh, well, I found a friend, which unfortunately we kind of fell apart. Uh, he he had some kind of like mental breakdown where he stepped away from streaming, but felt like we betrayed him because he asked us for some space, and then he was like, "Okay, you guys aren't speaking to me, but you asked for us for some space." But that's beside the point. This friend introduced me to Cooge. I sat in the streams for a little bit, and then at the time that I was starting streaming, I Grounded was all the rage because it was all over the place. It wasn't the full release yet. It still had some time or some stuff to do the full release. But I simply looked up Grounded on Twitch and see who was playing. And the first person that popped up had about 13 viewers, and I just stepped in. The first thing that happens is I hear screaming, and I hear bantering with friends and stupid jokes, and I was like, "Yep, this is where I'm from. These are my people." So I found Hamma Pants. I found Hamma just out of the blue, out of nowhere. I just looked up Grounded, and that's how I found Hamma. I started talking to him on stream. He started just talking back. I told him it was my birthday that same week that I met him. And that same Friday, he dedicated the whole stream to my birthday, just because. Hamma's just an amazing person, and after that, we just started chatting more.
And
I jumped into
just
Discord.
sorry, just before you go on, I need to say something. I need to just do like an open bracket here. Hama is not only an amazing person. Hama has been helpful and has been a colossal member for a lot of people. I've told him the other day that he is amazing. I wouldn't have been here, I wouldn't have been part of the fleet without him. I wouldn't have been probably wouldn't have met him without other people, but mostly the team part is mostly because he helped me out, and we were talking about that on Heidi 763's channel the other day. She was mentioning that when she first started, she opened the subject. When she first started, she had probably few people. She wasn't very happy with where she was or something like that, and then Hama Pants came across her, and then he lifted her up, and I told her Hama has helped a lot of people, and he still knows that, and I made sure to just send the message across, because if you're listening, and I know you will, Hama, you're an incredible person. Don't underestimate yourself. I know I could be a little bit too much sometimes, impulsivity wise or impulsiveness wise, but we love you, Hama. You should know that. And during his hiatus, I was just keeping up with him, just trying to do my best maybe to lift him up like he lifted us up. And there's a funny thing that happened Friday on the 21st. It's maybe Zombie knows, because I probably appeared as suspicious user or banned in Hama's channel, because I was playing with him. I was on stream, I was playing with him, and Gun Guy was there, and a lot of people were there. Dev was there, so he made a poll, and people because I won seven raffles in a row, and Gigi told me he's had this done to him as well. Um, and the people voted, like he made a poll, like, should we ban him? Should we not? I was like trying to use both my accounts to just make it like a tie, but someone at the very end voted for yes, so it was 1 point difference, and I was like, damn. But yeah, it's like I wasn't worried. It was a joke, I know. I wasn't worried, but I kind of also was, because it affected the thing on Kuja's side, because when I sent an emote, it said like this message wasn't sent because conflicts with the channel moderation settings and stuff, and then Diesel was shocked, and then I had to explain to people, and God knows who else he has a shared ban with.
Yeah, we all, a lot of us have a shared ban, because since we share so many viewers, we share so many experiences together, games, a lot of the people just jump between channels. And we've had issues with other people like coming in and messing with both of us, or almost all of us at the same time. And we were like, yeah, we should just share our band lists, because we have so many like same ideas, same ideologies, and same kind of like moderation terms, that I think it's okay for all of us to kind of like stick together in that regard, and it has helped a lot. But it also has fucked us over like this in this occasion, because a little joke can bleed into other channels that you're not banned from. But
Yeah.
hey, it's a helpful tool. It helps.
It is indeed. It is indeed. They're like Hama and Kuj, Nerbo as well. Like you, Captain Deranged, Dev, Snowstorm. Like all these amazing people, and it goes beyond. This is why I made something called the Hamaverse, because I know I've met Hama through someone that I met through someone else, but you all originated from that channel, and it's nice to see that so many people come from one loving place. I was thinking to myself yesterday, I was like, well, I'm the walking yin and yang. I do have bitter and I do have sweet in me. So don't always expect the sweet. I am who I am on stream, by the way, like in real life. I do get tempered, I do get mad. Those temperaments and this madness doesn't show on stream. I try to contain it, but I'm only human in the end. Like, okay, some stuff piss me off. Sometimes games piss me off, and I purge the toxicity out on the games. Like, this is how I take out my negativity, and in music, which I purged into Angst, my metal album. So everything negative, I purged it out.
Yeah, that's something that I used to do a lot when I used to perform. In Mexico, I used to have a band, a metal band. Me as the singer, and we did a tribute to Korn. Gosh, so long ago now. And people still try to get in contact with me to get me back onto doing a Korn tribute, because it sounded so original, so alike, and so with so much passion, that even as far as last week, another performer, like a drummer that I really admire, because he does tributes to Slipknot as the drummer, and that's a whole another feat, because that's technically complicated. And he sent me a message on Facebook the other day saying, "Hey, dude, I'm thinking about doing another tribute to Slipknot, and I know your vocal range." First of all, I feel honored. The fact that he actually thought of me in that way to actually try to invite me to play with him. because I know his quality, his professionality, and I was just gushing, but at the same time I was screaming to myself because I'm in Hawaii now. I'm not in Mexico. I can't I can't go over there just for the show. But it really did put a smile on my face, thinking, oh, people still admire that one thing that I did so long ago, and people still think of it. Even my guitarist, which I'm still friends with, every now and then he sends me like a little riff that he made, just to get my opinion on it, because he respects me and respects my opinion. Which is the guitarist is the guy that made that little background music that I have on my starting string.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
He made that riff, and he was gonna turn it into a song, but it never became anything. And I was like, "Hey, can I have it?" He's like, "Sure, you can go ahead and use it." So I have his explicit permission, even though it's not registered or anything, to use that song, and I'm the only person that has that song on their stream.
That's cool. I've made a few songs for like in the past, before like I started really dabbling with AI. I used DAWs, or digital audio workshops, or as people like to call them, DAWs.
DAW.
Yeah. So I made a lot of lo-fi. I mashed genres from, like, let's say BandLab. I put it into FL Studio. Then I found FL Studio to be a little bit tedious for me. And
Yes,
then
it is tedious.
when my friend used to have a studio, we don't talk now. She used Cubase, so I used Cubase for a few things that I added from BandLab. I sometimes recorded like voices like that or something to add to the song. In the past, I was creative, but I came to a point in life where it's like do or die, because I've been left at the altar with trying to get people to record for me, trying to get people to just be on the album, because my debut album had my IRL friends, like my local friends, sing on it. And then in 2024, I just got distant, because 2023 had me at the, as I said, at the altar. No one was there. My former best friend, another one, just refused to cooperate with me, and we haven't spoken in a year. And now that my second cousin passed away, he decided suddenly to just reconnect with me. I'm like, no, I'm giving you another chance, but we're gonna abide by my rules. I have matured ever since. Like, I don't want to have any more drama in my life. I don't want anything to just contaminate, if we can say that word. I didn't not say contaminate, but like to just piss me off, or just I don't want that drama, those impulsive fights every time I open the music subject to him, because he was like, well, you don't make me custom beats. I'm like, I get me a MIDI, get me the software, and I'll make you, because I don't have the money. Like, I save up whatever I can, then I maintain, or I maintain my PC, or I get myself games and stuff. But now I've met amazing people like you and Hama and Nerbo, and all of these people like are keeping me in check. I even sent what I needed to say to him. I sent it over to one of my mods and friends. She was like, it's not worth it. I'm like, okay, but he's still badgering me. He's still like after me. And once I sent him like, I'm okay if you still want to be friends, but there are gonna be changes. There's gonna be rules to abide by. I'm 30 now, so I'm not the late 20 something person you used to know. So that took a toll on me, but like, it's freeing. I'm lonely, or I'm alone now, but I'm happy, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense, especially nowadays where technology has a way of keeping people so together, even though we're half a world apart.
Yeah, especially during that pandemic season where everybody in 2020 just came together and started like Twitch had a surge in 2020. From what I'm learning now, Twitch had a surge in 2020, but I got on it in 2020. I followed Call Me Kevin. He is like my YouTube idol. He's like my stream idol. He's like the reason I was here. So I got a PC just to try GTRP, and I started like meeting people from there. And then I was like, well, I love Don't Starve Together. Why not meet people that play Don't Starve Together? And so on. My very first channel was a Clay Ambassador. Clay KLEI are the makers or the creators of DST, and only this group of people has drops enabled. If you're not part of the Clay Ambassadors, you can't have drops for DST. So he went off the radar, sadly, in 2022, and this was my very first ever like mod gig or mod channel I modded for. And then I started like being more into it, trying dabbling here and there, which is why like sometimes I end up with a diamond or a sword in most channels. It's because I either am very close to people, or I know what I'm doing, so they trust me. Because the other day, literally, I was just hanging out with one of my friends. He's from New Zealand, and he did a 7-hour stream. We drank. Well, I didn't drink, but like I pretended I could drink because I was at work when he was streaming. So I was there, and then 1 minute I ended up with a sword. He's like, "Well, you give yourself a shout out. I'm just kidding." I'm like, okay. Yeah.
Here, now you have a sword.
Yeah.
Use it.
Or a diamond. Yeah, because I swear to God, I remember when Hama gave me a diamond, it's just because I was like, I showed up. And this is what also I want to add to Hama being amazing. I showed up to his streams more. I loved his vibe. He is such a welcoming dude. And I made him an intro song. He cried on stream that day, like literally cried. And I was just like gifting subs left and right, and then someone was like, well, Lucifer for VIP. I'm like, what? I sent that side eye emote. I was very shocked. I wasn't aiming for VIP. I would have saved up, but now I'm happy because like we're really close friends, Hama and I, and whatever he does, I know what his mindset is, and I know that he means well, but he's like me. He kind of gets carried away with stuff, so I understand that. Not in a bad way. Like, okay, that banning joke went a bit too far, but I would have done that as well. So I put myself in his place, because I freak out when someone does that, even if it's out of the blue, even if it's for a joke. But no, I'm at a point in my life where I'm like, okay, no, there's a reason for that. So yeah, I knew it was okay because I was still on VC with him and I was still playing. So yeah,
but it's part of the streaming life. It's just that you have to just go for certain things, either for yourself or for the public, just to get it out of the way and make it funny or make it entertaining in a way. Just follow the vibes and stuff will happen.
Read the room. Okay, so let's go back to your channel. What are your limits regarding the streams? Like, let's say besides graphic artists, besides bots, what could get someone banned? What's the what's allowed, what isn't?
I really don't think too much about this. And it's kind of strange because I do have rules of being respectful, of not throwing around slurs. That's the only like really big thing that I really don't tolerate. If somebody comes in and starts throwing slurs or just being a nasty person to any of the other viewers, I don't really care if they're being nasty to me, because I just kind of write it off. I tend to like counter that kind of negativity of people that come into the chat with an I don't care mindset. It's like someone. I remember once that he immediately got banned thanks to my moderators on that stream. I got rated by a pretty big channel, because I was playing a very weird game. I don't even remember what game it was, but the guy came in saying, "Oh, I don't like how your hair looks. Makes you look girly." I'm like, "Am I a pretty girl?" I just threw it into a comical sense. But then the guy that rated me is like, "No, yeah, this guy's an asshole." And then the asshole actually continued doing derogatory jokes and immediately got banned, and that's it.
Yeah.
But I didn't see it as much of a
you didn't let it like affect you, if we can say that.
No, I don't let it affect me.
Yeah.
But the only thing that if people are just fighting in my chat, that's when I step in and go, hey, I put my hand right in the middle. You guys can take it somewhere else. No derogatory terms here. And what I've also noticed while streaming is that the attitude or the vibes that you put out on stream are the vibes that people kind of like mimic or follow when they're in your chat. Like yesterday I rarely ever get pissed off at games.
Yeah.
But yesterday, holy crap.
I was there at the end, I had just woken up and I found, zombies on. Okay, I watched it. And I do want to publicly apologize again if I made you feel like uncomfortable rating someone that big, but he's like, Andy Havoc is one of the most amazing people. He's like, his vibes keep me in check sometimes. Like, I have thoughts between myself and I of like, okay, this is gonna be tedious at some point. Like, okay, I don't care if I make it big or not. I'm just happy with what I have at the moment. But I'm trying to balance it between not making it, turning it into a burnout, and how to be happy. So I just copy what he does, because regardless of him being a partner, you saw his vibe, you saw how welcoming he is, you saw how amazing he is. This is why I'm trying to help people, let's not say exposure, but like linking the good people together, if I can say that.
Oh yeah, it's like you've scoped out the people that actually are up in that vibe, up in that the good positive mental state, and you're trying to link them together. It's like, you two have the same mentality. Please kiss.
Kith.
Now kith.
Yeah. Okay, so all in all, in general, how many hours per day or week do you spend on Twitch?
On my days off that I don't stream,
okay,
I try not to turn on my computer just so I can disconnect from things.
Disassociate, you mean disassociate?
Yeah, disassociate. Not get like too dragged into just being online all the time. Because like yesterday, it's the same thing yesterday. I've been feeling like I was in a rut. Like once again, I love routine. I love having a routine and following that routine every day. But the little idea crossed my mind. Is like, I'm living in Hawaii, the place where I thought I was never gonna even visit, and I'm living here and I'm not taking advantage of just the beaches, the people, because it's a fabulous place. So that's why when I am not streaming, I just want to disconnect from everything and enjoy where I am, who I have close to me. I spend time with my sister. and we just are happy here. But going back to how many hours, I really don't count them. I just, whenever my friends are on, I tend
Yeah.
to pull them up on my phone, leave him on my phone for a bit, say hello, or just see how happy they get just when I send one little message. Stay a few minutes, jump from stream to stream. And while I'm watching, I'm making bracelets.
Ooh.
Because I have a lot of beads now that I can make into bracelets.
Oh my God! It's are these the small rubber? Here we call them loom bands or something. Like, are they the small rubbery ones?
Oh no, these are actual stone beads.
Oh, okay.
Like, I have a coworker that also likes beads, and he buys a lot of them. So he has given me a lot of strings of beads, so I can turn them into actual bracelets.
I mean, I'm not kink shaming. If you like beads, I'm not gonna kink shame.
These are too small. They might get lost.
Okay, fair.
No, but yeah, a week, I probably spend about 20 to 40 hours maybe between me actually streaming and having people in the background. I'm always lurking in channels. I sometimes don't talk in the channels, but I am there. And every time, like, I see that somebody is getting unmotivated or kind of frustrated with a game, I tend to jump in. But I'm always watching. I'm always in a chat.
Yeah.
Like right now, I have people pulled up in my background. It's like I don't normally talk in these people's chats, but I do like keeping tabs on them.
Yeah.
Because they've supported me in the past, and I want to be there, even though they're a little bit bigger streamers, like Unky Dankame, Fridges.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, these they're streamers that have helped me in the past, or I have interacted with in the past, and I like being there for them, because as little as it seems, those little numbers at the bottom of the screen that say how many people are there are always encouraging.
Yeah, 100%. And it's like very good, because even though Twitch only counts your lurks, well, let's not say your lurks, but it only counts you as a actual viewer sometimes in two channels, whereas like you only earn points in two main channels, which is why I tend to refresh my channel so it would count in many people, but it does count you as a viewer. This is why when it said earlier it fluctuates between like a certain number and then it goes down and up and down. This is why as well. Yeah.
And I've seen it fluctuate a lot, like up and down, just by sitting there.
Okay, so to the new people out there who just started streaming or are thinking about it and are listening tonight or today, what is one advice you want to give them?
The advice that I would also like to would have loved to get myself when I was starting streaming, other than just do it, just jump into it, is don't be afraid to interact with other people. Really, that's exactly how you start moving things along. That's how you start the getting to know other people, or finding things that you'd like in other people that you would like to implement into your chat or into your streams. It's just not, I don't want to call it just networking, but it's more like finding friends, finding somebody that you admire, or finding somebody that
clicks with your vibe,
inspires you to.
Yeah, clicks with your vibe as well. Okay.
That's the only thing that I would have loved to hear as a suggestion or as a tip for anybody that's starting streaming. I would have loved to hear that on when I started.
So, Zombie, here's the fun part. We're gonna test your gaming knowledge in this segment.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
So I might require you to have like probably a notepad or like notepad on the PC open, if you can. Because have you played Kill, Marry, Sleep With before?
Kill. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't played it, but I know what it is.
Yeah, so it is similar. It's called Play, Delete, Uninstall. I've added like a few mini games between segments. Yeah, so let me explain it. In this mini game, I will name a set of 3 games each time. You will have to tell me which one you'd play, which one you'd delete from existence, and which one you'd uninstall. Easy as.
Ooh.
But there are a few catches. First one, that also includes the whole franchise. So when you delete a game, all the franchise is gone. If you decide to uninstall, it's like, consider it like a demo. Like, for example, a demo lets you play it for 2 hours and then it's over. This one, you either play it a little bit, if you like it, you finish it, and you can never ever go back to it. But if you choose to delete it, or like it's just gone forever, gone for everyone. Okay, you have 3 jokers that allow you to either delete all of the games or keep all of them, but you cannot, let's say, A, B, and C. You cannot keep A and C and delete B. You cannot delete A and C and keep B, and so on. Yeah.
It has to be all or nothing.
Yeah. Okay, 3 jokers. We have the first 3 are Call of Duty, Counter-Strike, and Battlefield.
Well, this also falls into my knowledge of have never played any of these games.
We can skip as
I've
well
played-
if you'd like.
Yeah, let's skip this one because
Okay.
I do like shooters, but like these kinds of tactical shooters or like
Yeah.
war shooters are not my cup of tea.
Yeah. Okay. Here is probably something up your alley. More Destiny 2, Warframe, and Helldivers.
Fuck. Okay. Oh. I don't want to insult anyone.
Okay.
I'm going to say I already play Destiny,
Yeah.
so this is kind of a little bit of a bias here. But I'm gonna say play Helldivers
Okay.
because it's so much fun. Uninstall Destiny
Okay.
and delete Warframe. I know I'm gonna get a lot of shit for that one.
It's all good. It's your choice. It's your segment. I've had people delete all of them, for example. I've had people keep all of them. Okay. So the next ones are PUBG, Overwatch, and Halo.
Oh, you hit me right in the childhood. Oh no. Okay, going right off the bat, I'm definitely playing Halo.
Okay.
Definitely playing Halo. Holy shit. But PUBG and what was the other one?
Overwatch.
Oh,
Overwatch 2, yeah.
Oh, that's a little bit easier. definitely deleting
Yeah.
Overwatch.
Okay.
And uninstalling PUBG. I've
Okay.
played it. I've played it enough. I love it. I do like battle royales, but it has run its course. I can safely say.
Okay, fair enough. So the next ones are Apex, Fortnite, Valorant.
Ooh. Ooh. You're hitting me right in the face with 2 games that I actually do play.
This is the only segment where I get to be evil.
Oh my goodness.
You have jokers as well, so you can save them if you'd like. Or you can like save them. By save them I mean save the games.
You've just hit me with 2 games. No, I'm gonna use my Joker. I'm gonna save all 3.
Okay, fair enough. Next up we have Valheim, Stardew Valley, and Minecraft.
No, I've never played Valheim. I want to get into it.
Kuch was
Stardew
playing
Valley.
it the other day, so I'm gonna buy it for sure next month.
But yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been wanting to get it, but I can't give any opinions on it. But I can safely say this is something else. But it's probably me being a little bit on the who I played it with. That I did not enjoy my time with it. But Stardew Valley, I can definitely say goodbye. I'm gonna delete it. I know it's a very fought out game, a very renowned game, but it's probably the people that I played with before that didn't let me enjoy it at like 100%. So I have a little bit of a negative thought towards it.
Yeah.
So I can safely say that one's gonna go into the deleted pile.
Okay.
What are the other Valheim?
Stardew Valley, Valheim, and Minecraft.
Minecraft. Ooh. Minecraft. Okay. I'm gonna give it a chance because I've seen people play it. Valheim play, Minecraft uninstall.
Okay. So next up we have Brace Yourself. We have Gears of War. We have The First Descendant, and we have Once Human.
The First Descendant.
Yeah.
I've never heard about that game.
It's kind of like Helldivers, or more like Destiny, actually. If Destiny was to marry Warframe and have children.
Well, I have played Once Human.
Yeah.
It's weird, especially with the approach that they went to for that game. But not gonna lie, I did kind of enjoy my time with it.
Yeah.
But I'm going play God of War or Gears of War.
Gears of War.
Gears of War. Oh, no, that's way easier. Gears of War playing. Once Human uninstalling. I can safely say uninstalling, but not deleting.
Okay.
and First Descendant.
Since you mentioned God of War, we have Ghost of Tsushima, and we have Red Dead Redemption.
Ghost of Tsushima. I do want to play that one. And I've heard so many things about it that I'm gonna hate about it, and that's why I want to play it.
Okay.
It's just me torturing myself. But Gears of War is such an amazing storytelling game. But you said the franchise, right? It goes through the franchise. Holy shit!
The whole one, all of it.
Oh, why do you do this?
I am evil Homer.
Okay, so God of War, Ghost of Tsushima,
and Red Dead Redemption.
Red Dead Redemption also has a way of telling a story that I absolutely adore. You know, I'm going this. God of War play.
Okay.
Ghost of Tsushima uninstall.
Okay.
because I know the ideas of playing a Souls-like, and that one's a Souls-like. And once I play it, it's gone. I don't want to look at it again.
Yeah.
So, and Red Red Redemption, even though the storytelling is superb, fuck you. What's the company's name? Rockstar Games.
Rockstar, yeah. Take-Two mostly.
But yeah, but they know how to make a game. They know how to tell a story. But no, that one's gone. No.
Yeah.
Triple R, Red Dead Redemption.
But if we're saying fuck you to Take-Two, that would be also a fuck you to Borderlands, since Take-Two Entertainment also owns Borderland.
Oh no, that's why I was thinking about it, but because I do like Borderlands a lot.
Okay. Okay.
No. I'm sticking to my delete.
Okay, fair. Next up we have Baldur's Gate, we have Elden Ring, and we have Diablo.
Why? Why?
Because
Oh no! Oh gosh, okay. I've only played one of these, but
Okay.
I have knowledge of the other two. Baldur's Gate I have streamed,
Okay.
and it also holds a very special place in my heart because it's one of the first games that I played regarding anything D&D, and that's where I fell in love.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, Elden Ring I know is god tier gaming, apparently. I have not played it, but I have watched people play it. And the Diablo franchise, holy shit, these are three Can I use my other Joker?
Yes, you can.
Can I use them to save all three?
Yes, you can save all three or you can delete all three.
I'll save all three because I can't do that to the world. I can't do that to myself. It's way
Alright.
too much.
Alright, I will up the Jokers. I will add one extra Joker because I have either 3 or 4. That's the limit.
Okay.
Okay, so next up we're still in the Souls-like portion with Bloodborne, Dark Souls, and Lies of P.
Okay, Bloodborne.
Yeah.
Which was the other one?
Hold on. Bloodborne. We have Dark Souls, and we have Lies of P.
And Lies of P.
Yeah.
Okay. Aren't Bloodborne and Dark Souls from the same franchise? Isn't it from FromSoft?
No. It's the same company but different stores, different franchise.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Shit.
It's gonna get harder.
Oh,
That's what she said.
Oh, I have noticed it's getting way more harder. Okay. I've played Lies of P, and thanks to Lies of P, I have fallen in love with the Souls-like genre.
Okay.
As far as going into getting to the more obscure Souls-like games, one of them being Tunic.
Yeah.
Nobody expects that game to be a Souls-like until you jump into it and you don't know how to dodge or how to hit an enemy.
Okay.
So, okay. I'm Lies of P. I've played you before. I love you. It's the same kind of deal with all these Souls-like games.
Yeah.
But I'm going to play Lies of P,
Okay.
uninstall Bloodborne,
Okay.
and delete Dark Souls.
Okay, fair enough. So, since you've mentioned Borderlands, we have Tom Clancy's The Division, we have Borderlands, and we have Cyberpunk.
Tom Clancy's The Division, Borderlands,
and Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna. Also gonna get a lot of hate for this. I'm playing Borderlands. I've absolutely adored their humor.
Yeah.
Uninstalling The Division and deleting Cyberpunk because it has too many flaws for me to stay immersed in the story. And not just visual flaws, but like complete errors that I haven't played it, but I've experienced alongside other friends this dilemma of Cyberpunk being way too glitchy and way too pull you out of immersion, especially if the story is a little haphazard, I would call. So
Okay.
that's my final decision.
All right, fair. Next up, we have Quake, Doom, and the Elder Scrolls series.
Fuck you. Why? Oh. Oh no. Oh no, I can't do this. You're hitting two different genres here. I love shooters.
Yep.
And I love fantasy.
I mean,
And no, I'm playing Doom. Oh, and here's where it gets hard. Uninstalling Elder Scrolls and deleting Quake.
hasn't it always been hard? That's what she said.
It's what she said.
Okay. Next up is the Fallout series. We have also Dead Space, and we have Mass Effect. Now we're entering the horror part.
Okay,
Fallout, Dead Space, Mass Effect.
I'm writing it down. That's why I'm quiet.
Okay, no worries.
Fallout, Dead Space, and Mass Effect.
Yeah.
This one's not that hard because, unfortunately, Mass Effect has not clicked with me that much. I do love a good story, and I know that one has a very great story, but its pacing for me doesn't click with me completely. So I'm playing Dead Space.
Okay.
Uninstalling Fallout and deleting Mass Effect.
Okay, fair enough. Next up we have Dead Island, Left 4 Dead, and Dying Light.
I've played all of these.
I love all of these.
So Dead Island, what was it?
Left 4 Dead, Dead Island, Dying Light.
That's not how you spell dying. I misspelled dying. No one's gonna see this. I'm gonna go by how fun these games are.
Yeah.
I can't go without the reason of me liking zombie games go to waste. So Left 4 Dead is gonna be a play. Dying Light is getting uninstalled. And Dead Island is going bye-bye.
Okay. Next up we have more zombie games. We have well, not all of them, but we have DayZ, which has zombies. We have The Forest, and we have The Quarry.
DayZ, The Forest, or The Quarry?
Yeah.
Oh. It's so hard, it hurts. That's what she said.
That's what she said.
Just because I love how they tell the story, even though I am not too keen on the gameplay, but their storytelling has always been great. So The Quarry is getting played. Forest or the Sons of the Forest or whatever the
Yeah,
forest
the
is.
forest, because it has the forest and Sons of the Forest. That's tongue twister.
Yeah. Sons of the Forest or the Forest is getting uninstalled. I've played it.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Hmm.
And Daisy, goodbye.
Okay, fair enough. We have Alan Wake, Resident Evil, The Evil Within.
Okay, this has been me. Thank you. Goodbye. I'm not playing anymore. Bye. Oh no.
No, come back.
Okay, give me the options again.
Alan Wake, Resident Evil, The Evil Within.
Who's just started The Evil Within?
Okay.
Ah.
And I think Hama played it as well as his kind of comeback stream.
Oh no, yeah. It was Hama that started Evil Within because he
He did.
he rolled it on the wheel.
He spun a wheel. Yeah.
He spun the wheel.
I would say Cooch hasn't played the horror game in such a long time.
No, he's going for story.
Yeah.
Keeps him entertained. Oh no. Okay. I'm going play Resident Evil.
Okay.
Uninstall Alan Wake. And delete Evil Within.
Okay. We have Dead by Daylight, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and Killer Clowns from Outer Space, the game. This might be a bit easier for you.
Yeah, it is a little bit easier. So DVD?
Yeah,
Killer Clowns?
And TCM, or Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I would delete Dead by Daylight, wipe it out of existence. Immediately. Because I still think Friday the 13th is the better alternative, but sadly Friday the 13th has gotten the boot because the director decided...
Legal issues.
Yeah, legal issues. The director decided it's like, okay, this is based on my franchise, bitch. You don't have the rights for it.
Okay. I never got to see not even any little bit of gameplay with Killer Clowns.
Yeah.
So I can't formulate an idea with that one.
Okay.
So that Killer Clowns is getting its uninstall.
Okay.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre, I saw how fun it is.
Yeah.
But it still needs a lot of clunkiness. Guess what?
Chicken butt?
Do I still have a joker?
I think you have two more, yes.
I'm gonna use one of the jokers and say goodbye to all three.
Okay, fair enough. So we have 2 or 3 more in the horror aspect, or the horror part. We have Dead Rising, we have the Mortuary Assistant, and we have The Walking Dead.
Ooh.
Okay, no rage quitting this time.
No, but it does entail a lot of thinking. Dead Rising, Mortuary Assistant, and which one?
Dead Rising, Mortuary Assistant, Walking Dead.
Oh gosh. Okay. I'm going based on exactly what I've liked about these. But it's going... Walking Dead is getting played.
Okay.
Mortuary Assistant is getting uninstalled.
Okay.
And Dead Rising is going bye-bye.
Okay. Next up we have the final 2, actually. Project Zomboid, 7 Days to Die, and The Last of Us.
Oh, 7 Days to Die.
Yeah.
And not die.
Mm-hmm.
And what was the last one?
I mean, you could fly in 7 days. Project Zomboid, 7 Days to
Yeah.
Die, and The Last of Us.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. This one also entails a walk off because all of these are amazing.
You
All of
can
these are so much fun.
you can juke the system, and I will allow you to do that by probably skipping, because you have 3 skips. You've used one, but if you want to spare the Joker because we aren't done yet, you can do that.
Let's give these a chance. Let's give these a skip because I don't want to be put through this mental turmoil of choosing these 3.
Okay, fair, fair. So the final one in the horror aspect, because we have like 5 more probably, it's Little Nightmare. We have the Predator series, which has the Alien and the Predator games, and we have Silent Hills. So Little Nightmares, Predator, Silent Hills.
This is a little easier.
Okay.
This one's a little easier because I have. I can tell you how weird my brain is. You can tell how weird my brain is based on what I find fond about these games.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to play Silent Hill.
Okay.
I have no doubt in my brain that I'm definitely going to play Silent Hill.
Are you gonna play them all, or are you gonna just play the remake?
Ooh. No, all of them.
Okay.
Even the clunkiness of the all ones of the old one.
Yeah. I need to go back and play the old ones.
It's just that they have their charm, and the fact that the fixed camera is always present makes it even scarier than you being able to control your camera like in the modern games. And that's why I find their way of horror so enticing, and so I want to go back to it. So Silent Hill is getting played. Little Nightmares is definitely getting uninstalled. Unfortunately, it's such a short story and a short game that it has an impact because of how well it's told.
Yeah.
In regards to the ambient storytelling that I absolutely adore when games do this, like Hollow Knight does this, and Tunic that I was mentioning earlier. It tells you a story based on what you're looking at and the ambience. Yeah. It doesn't give you like a text for you to read. Yeah. And you have to deduce your own stories, and I love that kind of storytelling. And Predator is getting goodbye Predator, but you're getting deleted.
It is fine. Okay, so we're out of the horror aspect. Now we have Just Cause, we have GTA, and we have Saints Row.
And Saints Row. I've played 2 of these games. I've watched one of them because I'm a YouTuber binge person. But I've never fallen in love with this franchise as much as other people have. So I can say, because it's fun and funny, I'm playing Saints Row. I'm uninstalling Just Cause and get out of here, GTA.
GTFO, GTA.
Oh wait, is it GTA?
Yeah,
or GTFO?
No, GTA, because GTFO is a different game.
No, I said GTA. Yeah,
yeah,
so
I know.
Goodbye, GTA.
Yeah, like GTA, but GTFO, because like get the fuck out of here, GTA. That's a play on words.
Oh, okay, GTFO, GTA. Well, that's weird. But yeah, get the fuck out. Yeah, as much as a lot of people actually really like that game, I've played it. I've played the old ones. The old ones are fun. especially when you had all the cheat codes and you can spawn freaking tanks and planes and make the moon bigger. It was fun. But the more modern ones, it's a little bit. I feel like it's trying way too hard.
Yeah, yeah.
I-
So I mean, I am one of these people that just I played GTA 5, but have never finished it. I'm gonna come clean, but I am replaying it, but I'm letting my chat cause chaos. So
Okay.
there's a chaos mod. So those are considerably my therapy streams. So anyone who's angry, I give them a space to just take their anger out on me by causing chaos. So numbers will appear in chat. Let's say 1 through 4. Let's say 1 is spawn griefer Jesus. He will keep killing me. 2 is like teleport to Fort Zancudo. 3 is just like repair car. And 4 is like random. Then there's 5, 6, 7, 8, something different. Maybe earthquake. Something that prevents me. And I've gotten stuck on one mission for an hour just because of that. And there is a clip of me saying no, 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 like repeatedly, because I had to be noisy, and chat decided that I needed to jump. I had to be like very silent, don't make any noise, and then chat decided that I needed to jump. So yeah, I might bring that back because they updated the mod and now I lost my OAuth, like the authentication ticket for Twitch. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and that is very tedious to find, by the way. It took me ages to be able to get the code working, but I got it to work, so that's what counts. Anyways, so Fall Guys, Party Animals chained together.
Oh no, you're going into the territory that I like the most. Oh gosh. So Fall Guys?
Fall Guys, Party Animals chained together.
And chained together.
Yes.
Okay. I've only played 2 of these. I definitely watched Cooj, Nerbo, and I think it was Papa and Biggie playing the chained together. Because Nerbo has it on his YouTube. He still like puts it up on YouTube every time that he has a stream that he likes.
Okay.
And our yearly top 10 video games of the year gets posted there too. So I'm shouting him out. Nerbo, I love you.
Feel free. Nerbo was a guest. Nerbo was a guest on my. This is where I'm taking most of these from his episode. Like I still have the questions.
Okay.
Yeah, because I did add like Tom Clancy's The Division, Cyberpunk, and Borderlands. Those were not on his episode, but some of them were.
Ah.
Yeah.
No wonder these sound familiar.
Uh-huh. Okay.
But this one I have. I'm gonna go and say it and say. Party Animals.
Okay.
Play. It has a lot of replayability. It's so much fun. Chained Together is a uninstall, and Fall Guys is bye-bye.
Okay. The last 2 are Assassin's Creed, Uncharted, and Tomb Raider.
Ooh. I'm also gonna get a lot of hated for this one. But you basically put it in the order that I would put it in, because Assassin's Creed, I really, really like the story and the gameplay.
Okay.
The first one needs a lot of tweaking to make it 100% game. but Assassin's Creed has always been one of my go-tos because
Oh yeah.
it's fun.
Oh yeah, Ubisoft can go eat a bell pepper and be salty about it, and go cry in the corner, but Assassin's Creed has my heart.
Yeah, fuck Ubisoft, but fuck the fact that they can make games.
Yeah,
Glitchy games, albeit glitchy games and buggy games.
yeah.
But when they're working, they're fun.
Oh yeah,
Uncharted gets uninstalled because having so many twists and turns in its stories
yeah.
throughout the whole franchise, I feel like it's a game that you can only play once.
Okay.
It is fun. It does have that element of replayability, but not with the story.
Yeah,
The story you can only experience once. That's it's something that I've always regretted with playing games that I really really enjoy, like Hollow Knight, like this one with Nine Souls. I can't experience
Yeah.
the mystery anymore.
yeah.
And goodbye Tomb Raider.
I mean, you're lucky because I haven't put any of these like platformers that you love, like Nine Souls and those. You dodged the bullet here.
I'm surprised that you didn't put any Zelda in here.
I could.
No, stop it. No.
I could
You're
give
gonna
you.
make me choose between them.
I could give you Zelda, Nintendo-wise. I could give you Zelda, Pokemon, or Mario.
Zelda, Mario, and Pokemon. Bye, Pokemon. I love Pokemon, but no.
Okay, the episode ends here. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
I have been booted. But no, I like Pokemon, but
Yeah.
it's I feel like it's burning out.
Yeah.
I feel like they're running out of ideas to make it fresh.
Yeah.
Even though they had a good formula, and I understand that the market's not gonna change, or the market is changing so much that they can't stay in that same rut.
Yeah.
But I like Pokemon. I'm not gonna deny it.
Yeah. Okay. The last ones are Kingdom Hearts, Persona, Final Fantasy.
Okay, I do have a slight problem with these games. Is I've never played any of them, like myself directly. I've heard so many good things about Persona and so many good things about Final Fantasy, but it's daunting to think about how many games there are.
Yeah.
Or how many stories they have already...
16, I think? 16, 17? I don't know, 16.
17.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Some
and
of
that's
them
not
went-
including the...
Some of them went very far under the weather, under the radar for me. Like, okay, I know that there's up to 16, so now that you mentioned 17, I'm like, okay, but then there's the remakes.
There's the remakes, and then there's the spin-offs of certain stories.
Yeah.
Because there's, I think, Final Fantasy VII. I'm not sure. I'm probably talking out of my ass.
Okay.
One of those Final Fantasies has a sub-Final Fantasy that is a branch of the original story.
Oh, wow.
Just on its side. I have no idea which one it is, but I know that one of them kind of like branches off into its own little nook for a story. So it's just daunting for me.
Yeah.
I want to get into it, but I know I'm gonna get lost with how complicated things are. Even though I've heard and I've seen that a lot of the Final Fantasy like fan base is super nice. A lot of their like the people that follow the stories are willing to sit down and explain it to you or tell you piece by piece how the story actually goes, because or how they think it goes, because nobody knows exactly the like the final story.
Yeah.
But I'm going out on a limb because I want to give these games a chance, because I know how good they are, and they're very they have a good fan base. I'm gonna use my last Joker for these guys
Okay.
to save
All
them.
right. So you can just take a breath of relief here, because the next game is gonna be a super fun, quirky game.
Okay.
It's called Rename the Game. So yeah,
Okay.
so basically the goal of this minigame consists of simply just switching up one word from a game title. You can look on Steam, you can look whatever games you have. Just change one word in the game title. Let's say, for example, the word is mod. For example, I would say Alan Mod. You would say, we'll take turns. You'd say Grand Theft Mod. I would then say Assassin's Mod, for example. We could say, for example, if I said Assassin's Mod Mirage, you could go ahead and say Assassin's Mod Black Flag, for example, or Mod Creed, yeah, so on. But today's word is zombie.
Okay.
Yeah. So I will start. We have 2 minutes. The goal is to the last person that's is like to win. The last person that says a game name will win, or we can call each other out if I said something that you already said. If it's the same thing, not the same franchise, I could say like from the same franchise. You can call me out on it. But it has if I said, let's say, you can't say games with one name, even if it's Borderlands 2. No, for example. Yeah. All right. Shall we start?
Okay. Yes.
Okay. I will start with Age of Zombies.
Age of Zombies. Zombies Gate 3.
The Eternal Zombie.
Zombies Creed?
Which one?
Zombies Creed, just one, the first one.
The first one. Okay. Zombie
Or do you want
Rising.
me to remaster it?
I wish they would. Zombie Rising.
Zombie Rising, okay. Battle Block Zombies.
Okay. Cult of the Zombie.
Fuck, that was a good one. Border Zombies 2.
Fair. Sid Meier's Zombie 7.
You're thinking of the good ones.
Yep.
Zombie Stranding.
Astro Zombie.
Astro Zombie. Zombie the Backrooms.
Star Wars Jedi Fallen Zombie.
Fallen Zombie.
Help me, I've fallen and can't get up.
Yeah, I'm falling and I can't get up. Oh. But I can't combine it. Fuck.
Yeah, if it's one word, it's fine.
It's one word. It's Bio Zombie.
Okay, you can hyphen or like say something like that. Okay, so Dead Zombie 3, which is Dead Space.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I'd like Bio Zombie 2.
Okay, Batman Arkham Zombie.
Batman Arkham Zombie.
Yeah.
Zombie Warning.
Okay. Zombie Simulator.
Zombie Simulator. I would play that game.
I think there is one.
Zombie Simulator.
I think so, yeah. There's Bear Simulator as well, one of the very early simulators. 2019.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Ooh. I got a good one. I got a good one.
Yeah.
This one's also hyphenated, so it's
Okay.
a wind zombie.
Okay. Zombie coaster.
Zombie coaster. A Five Nights at Zombies sister location.
Oh my god. Okay. Tom Clancy's The Zombie 2.
I'll do you a good one. GTFZ.
Just Zombie, which is just cause.
Oh, okay. Mine was get the GTFO. GTFZ.
Oh my god. Okay, your turn.
Zombie, the Master Chief Collection.
Oh my god. Zombie Zomboid.
Zombie Zomboid. Okay. Hollow Zombie.
Okay, time is up and it seems like you won. Nice, nice. All right. So this is segment 3. This is gonna be a little bit faster because this is the lightning round / pop quiz. Are you ready?
Never.
Okay, bye. Okay, so those are just general random questions. You can ask whenever or if you want to. You can also skip those, so there's no hassle. Then there's nothing personal. Okay. Do you mind telling me and the listeners what's one daily routine, like something you always like to do either during the day, you start the day with, maybe something you've picked up recently?
I normally say this if after every stream. I don't know if people actually take it into account, but take meds if you take meds. Just me reminding people, and drinking water before you go to bed. It's not only because I want to say it, but I always recommend drink water before you go to bed because it does make you feel even better in the morning because you don't wake up dehydrated, and it's something I do every single day.
So let's say you were to be an object or probably a creature, that creature being real or fictional. What would you be and why?
Ooh. A dildo. No, just kidding. I don't hear any complaints, so
I mean, I would say I would have said a unicorn, but now that you have me thinking about dildo, maybe a unicorn, but instead of a horn, he has a dildo.
yeah, that's me. I am a unicorn dildo. I'm just a unicorn
Dildo
with a
corn.
dildo on his forehead. A dildo corn. I'm just weird. I'm just out there and in your face. And penises. That's really all I have to say. It's just me being silly and
So
existing for existing.
thinking about this, like if the plural of cactus is cacti, would the plural of penis be peni or Jesus Jesus?
Several G's eyes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Instead of like saying cactuses, you say cacti.
Yes. Peni. Several
Okay.
peni.
Okay, so what would you do with $1 million?
Oh. What would I do with $1 million?
Yeah.
I'm gonna sound corny as fuck. Pay off my parents' mortgage.
Uh-huh. Is it that
And it
big? Like maybe you'd have some spare
No.
money?
Yeah, I would have some spare money because it has been going on for a bit, so they're probably like halfway there.
Okay.
But I would pay off the my parents' mortgage, and anything that's overflown, I would invest in
Yeah.
trying to make it grow.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask a question that I asked, but this time there's a twist to it. So let's say
Okay.
you have a special superpower. What would it be?
Okay.
But I get to pick the side effect.
Oh no. Oh no. Uh, I kind of already have this superpower.
hmm
I say kind of because it's not real.
Yeah.
Uh, but it's also a double-edged sword. Read people's minds.
Oh. Okay, so every time you read someone's mind, you get a migraine for the next day, like the whole day.
Oh no, fuck that. Oh, ow. Is it voluntary? Can I turn it off or and on?
It's
Ah,
not voluntary. You cannot control it.
oh, so this guy's thinking about cats. Ow, my brain.
Yeah, no, you would be fine, but then you wake up with a migraine and you cannot read minds that day.
Okay. Well, it's on and off. Okay, I'll accept it.
Okay. So, speaking of that, I do, now that I think about it, I do have like a superpower. I'm not even joking. Like, there was a time where I could just foresee everything. Like, I kind of felt stuff happening before they happen. Like one day we were just like, because we have one car at home, me and dad. Sometimes I drive it, sometimes he drives it. But one time he was driving it, and I was like, can you please pick up that god fucking damn phone? Because I kind of heard the ringing way before it rang. And as soon as I said that, the phone rang.
Oh.
I'm not even joking. And I did
Whoa.
I did foresee some stuff. Like I told my friend, like we were walking in kind of like an abandoned place that barely not many people go there. And I was like, let's just move out of the way because there's a car coming in. She turned around, she didn't see anyone. 2 seconds later, when I moved, she heard a beeping sound. I'm not even joking.
You have a special
Maybe,
future seeing.
maybe.
Well, I say I have the little ability of actually reading minds. I don't
Yeah.
read minds. I am very, very, very good, and I can see when people are lying, and I can
Yeah.
read people perfectly when I'm interacting with them.
Oh, same.
I
Same.
I have my intuition with other people's feelings and my intuition with
Yeah.
other people's thoughts or thought process
Yeah.
is very, very high.
Yeah.
I've always had pride in that, and I feel like I understand people and can prevent certain like uncomfortable situations because of it.
Yeah,
And it really does help me.
I've been there a lot. Like I relate to that because I'm not even lying when I tell you that there are a lot of people in the past that I was like, okay, no, I'm feeling an iffy vibe, and then I came clean with them. I'm like, okay, did I do something wrong here? Do you feel bothered? And then my like doubts are true because they are like, yeah, you were messing with, let's say, the algorithm at some point, so we had to do that. If as long as there's communication, I don't mind it, but like I can feel when somebody's tense. This is why sometimes I ask like, Kuj, are you okay? Sometimes I feel like there's tension, and then the next day he's like, well, this happened. I'm like, oh.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
I have that same superpower of being able to tell
Yeah.
like read people very well.
Yeah, and I can tell you, for example, like, because I've been to someone's channel in the past, they were reading everybody's chats, and I've done nothing wrong. Nothing except probably subbing to them. That's maybe they don't like that, but they were reading everybody's chats out loud. And then when I said hi, let's call them username, hi username, and then they were like, they read my chat with their eyes because there was a moment of silence there, And then they read the next chat out loud. I'm like, okay, am I being ignored? I'm like, hey, how are you, username? And then I played blurps and stuff. They didn't even like flinch.
Acknowledge.
Yeah, they didn't even flinch. So I felt like there's something off there. But anyways, would you rather have a pause or a rewind button in your life?
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't regret it. A lot of things that I've done.
Yeah.
I don't regret at all, if I should say. But I would like a breather every now and then, just so I can think things through. So I'd rather have a pause button.
Yeah, I would rather have a rewind button because so I could just probably go back and tell myself, no, don't do this because this is gonna happen. And then I'm like, okay, I rethink about it, and then I'm like, well, maybe this is the world telling me that it's not meant to be. So the first thing I told someone is like, if you love something, let it go. If it comes back, it's yours. So that's what I work with.
Well, I kind of went with the wanting a pause button because even though I know I made mistakes in the past,
yeah,
I don't regret those mistakes because they've turned into a life experience or a lesson for me. And that's part of growing. That's part of becoming an adult. That's part of realizing where you have been and where you are now. The only thing that I wish I had was a little bit of time to think about the things that I do before I do them, or I just want to pause everything, take a breather, and approach a certain situations with a clear mind. It's just a pause button. I hang on, breathe, and then go back.
Okay. If you were to stay one age forever, what age would you be?
Oh gosh, that's a deep one. That's what she said. Huh. Are you saying if I could go back?
Yeah. Let's say you were 21 and you loved it, which I want to go back to being 21 and just stopping time there. Everything advances except my age.
Ooh. I would go back to 25. That's what... Yeah, I would go back to 25, mostly because I want to keep my physical health at that point. Everything else can advance as much as it wants, but I would be okay with that.
Okay. What's your biggest pet peeve?
Pet peeve. Oh. I have two, actually.
Okay.
Which kind of like coalesce with each other. It's when people interrupt me when I'm speaking, because I tend to shut up whenever somebody is speaking, and I hate it when somebody butts in when I'm trying to get my point across. And when people ignore me, which is kind of goes hand in hand. If they're interrupting me, they're not paying attention to what I'm saying, or they don't care about what I'm saying. That's always been something that I've never liked, and it's something that really burrows in my head.
Yeah. Okay. So what is one thing you spend a lot of money on besides games?
Oh, well, you ruled out what I was gonna say.
Besides
games.
Yeah.
Besides games, what do I spend money on? Well, I used to spend it on vapes or vaping.
Ooh.
But I quit that. So there was a few bucks that would fall there.
Okay.
But I generally do not buy things for myself, just myself. The only other thing that I would normally spend money on is computer parts. And right now I'm actually trying to save for upgrading my computer.
Okay.
And I can safely say that I have spent way too much money on headphones.
Oh wow.
I am an
What's the
audio
highest?
geek.
What's the highest amount you've spent on headphones?
I normally go based upon the my friends, because we normally just like buy headphones in tandem because they've broken theirs, and then I'm like, okay, I'll help you out.
Okay.
The most I've spent on was like 6,000 pesos, which would be about $200 to $300.
Okay.
They back then when they were new, they were pretty up there. It's the Sony XH1000s. They have
Okay.
great noise cancellation. And my friends bought like a $10 pair of headphones, and I bought that, and I'm like, oh, okay. But I love audio, and I love good audio quality, especially when I'm playing a game, and that really immerses me into it.
Oh yeah.
I'm very much of an audio geek, and right now, I didn't have to buy them, luckily, because somebody left in my sister's boyfriend's car these Steel Series Arctic Nova Pro wireless, which are
Ooh.
like $350 brand new. Somebody left them in his car, and I was like, "You know how much these are worth, right?" He's like, "Yeah." And he asked me, "Do you want them?" I'm like, "Hell yes." And it has ruined audio for me because these sound amazing. All I had to do was buy the little bass that it has to connect to, $100 bass, and that's it. I have these amazing headphones for the fraction of its cost.
That's
So yes, audio.
That's amazing. I work IRL as a sound engineer, and
Ooh.
at a radio station, at a local radio station. I am also a DJ.
Oh no shit.
IRL, yeah, I have like radio gigs. I've been with them for like 11 years, 12 years if you count this coming September. So I have like radio DJ gigs every Saturday, and it is pretty fun though. It's like it starts at like 9 a.m. for you, or 9:05.
Oh,
Yeah.
in the morning?
It would be my 9:05 p.m. Yeah.
Yeah, it would be AM for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I've actually studied for in Mexico. I took courses for
Audiovisual?
voice
Oh,
acting,
voice acting. Okay.
radio hosting, like being a radio host, and well, obviously singing, but
Oh,
that comes hand in hand. But
Yeah.
I have taken courses for radio hosting and voice acting.
Yeah. Yeah. But okay, so here's the controversial part. Here where I live in Lebanon, it's like we're the land of Fraser. And I'm like, I've had audio decline, and I've had episodes where when I was editing them, I was like, oh no, why is my audio like that? And I try to fix it next time, then something else dies. So when I was recording with Dev, most of my episodes, because I had to re-record my questions, I kept her parts. You could barely understand me because I was cutting off every second word, every second letter. I was cutting off. So I was like, okay. First, the microphone that I have was just falling apart. Second, it's like I haven't had it for a year and it's like falling apart. So now I have a Razer, a HyperX, another Razer, sorry, a HyperX. I forgot what the sub brand is, but it's a HyperX. I paid like $90 for it.
HyperX is actually pretty good.
Yeah, because everywhere I go, they're like, "Oh, sorry, we only have Ryzen's." I'm like, "What about these brands?" They're
No,
like, "Well, they're like knockoff." I'm like, "Okay, but I want something that's good." And then I ended up having my neighbor who works in these, who like just repairs my PC or sells me those stuff. I made him actually get me a HyperX.
I kind of lucked out with my microphone. I went to a secondhand store, like a pawn shop,
Yeah.
and I found an Audio Technica,
Ooh. Hold on.
an Audio Technica microphone.
Audio.
Those are, yeah, Technica.
Audio Technica. I'm googling it. Oh my god, these are so pretty.
And the audio quality is superb.
Did you know that they also make vinyls, like actual vinyl players?
Oh, players?
Yes.
Oh, I did not.
Just look up Audio Technica and then go to images, and there are well, I think they're maybe based off here because it says like Lebanon, but I do see that they make vinyl players.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
There are also one that says like best under $500.
Yeah, the Audio Technica is pretty high up there on
Yeah.
the quality of their audio stuff. So
Oh yeah. I've never heard
I
of it.
kind of lucked out that I found this one at such a cheap price.
Yeah. Okay, so this is a three-part question. What is your all-time favorite song?
Ooh, me being a singer, I've always responded this question
Mhm.
as I don't have a favorite song. I
Okay.
admire voices and admire music,
Yeah.
but depending on the mood that I'm in or the mood that I want to get in is the song that I hear.
Okay.
But my go-to for singers and probably music is either Korn or a band called Leprous.
Interesting.
Yeah, Leprous is a like a more of a power metal kind of band.
Oh.
It's more modern metal, but the vocalist has an amazing vocal range, and he hits notes very, very high.
Okay.
And Korn is very guttural, very emotional,
know.
very strong.
I know Korn. They have a song with just probably it's all like just fuck shit, like they just swear all of it, and the song title is like exclamation mark at and asterisk. Yeah.
You know, there's a story behind that song, and I love telling that story. That is their response to their record deal to their managers when the manager said, "Oh, you should swear less in your song so you can get on the radio." That song was their response.
Okay.
It's just them cussing and saying the nastiest shit on the song so that the song never gets to hit the radio.
I mean, yeah, that's kind of cool. I kept my shit like in the metal album that I released. I kept some of it radio friendly, but because I went on a dark path where it's like the song Hurricane, which is emo trap. What do you think Hurricane is about? I'm just gonna ask you based off the name.
Hurricane. Oh.
Yeah.
It can mean anything. It can mean emotional turmoil. It could mean physical pain. Hurricane.
You're
can
close.
Mean,
You're close.
Just going around and
Suicide.
destroying something. Yeah.
Suicide. Because I've had a childhood friend who used to cut herself. She used to just nastily cut herself and send me pictures. I'm like, no, this has got to stop. I can't go to her place because we only knew each other through WhatsApp, but I kind of manipulated her in a good way to just get rid of that that sharp object that she cuts with, and she did it. I was like on a video call with her, and like I'm like, throw it, and she ever since then she was clean, and I wrote that song because of that. So see, I'm a wuss. I cannot cut myself, but I love watching gore.
Well, yeah, it comes hand in hand.
Yeah. Okay, what's your all-time favorite movie?
Oh, it's a franchise, and
Okay.
I can respond for this very fast
Okay.
and very cleanly.
Okay.
Lord of the Rings.
Um,
I love Lord of the Rings. I can binge watch all movies.
did you know that they're
I don't
making
care,
new
I just love
ones? Next year there's a legit new one, not an anime one, but like a legit flesh and blood, like live action one. Like it's
Yes,
another
and
trilogy.
they got the whole team back together. Gandalf,
Nice.
Orlando Bloom,
Elijah
Frodo.
Wood.
Yes, Elijah Wood.
Because I'm also
Holy
my real name is
shit.
also Elijah, so I'm excited.
Ah,
I need to watch or rewatch at least because I have the extended versions of Lord of the Rings. I've watched the first one, but I haven't seen all of it. I've watched The Hobbit, but I need to rewatch them because I love those types of movies, and I'm a big Harry Potter fan. So,
fantasy is right up your alley.
yeah, science fiction is different though. I do enjoy Star Wars, but I'm not a sci-fi guy.
Nah, I'm more of a fantasy kind of person.
Yeah.
But I safely can say I can binge watch any of the Lord of the Rings movies without
Yeah.
hesitation.
So if you love fantasy, can I recommend a series for you? Like a TV
Alright.
series? It's called Once Upon a Time.
I've heard so much good things about it.
It is by
I've never
ABC,
been able to watch
and Disney owns ABC. So in some point, it's like, let's say, characters from Disney in an alternate dimension. They like it's a story. The city is called Storybrooke, so it's kind of like storybook. So it's like a contrast. Like season 4 was based off of Frozen, let's say, but there's a lot of jokes. Whereas like in one episode or one scene, we see Cruella de Vil cussing at the phone. She's like, a goddamn piece of plastic. There's no reception in this place. Like some of these family friendly jokes, but it's still like season 8 was something. No, season 7, they ended at 7, so season 7 was like something different. So that's all I can say. I'm not gonna ruin it for you, so yeah.
I've heard so many things about it.
I highly recommend.
Genuinely interested.
Highly recommend. If you love like Disney and fantasy, it's like medieval, and then you find yourself in a Disney world, and then you're back to medieval. It's like back and forth.
Ooh, so
Yeah.
yeah, I'm definitely gonna look into it.
Yeah. It's very fantasy, very medieval. Okay, so third part of this question is, what's one of your all-time favorite TV shows or series?
Ooh, TV shows or series?
Yeah, like TV show, let's say probably something you'd watch on TV. Series is like something you'd binge on Netflix. Some may think that TV series is only like or TV show is like it's a series, but no. TV shows can be like talk shows, can be game shows. That's a TV show.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I have several, but I watched a. I'm not into sci-fi, but I really enjoyed this story.
Yeah.
I like the contrast between something very small controlling something huge, like very,
Yeah.
very big. And it hit the right nails whenever I watched it.
Yeah.
Was Lost in Space from Netflix.
Okay.
It's this kid that finds a killer robot, but he saves the robot, and the robot kind of like befriends him and really like saves him and protects him from everything.
Okay.
That's a series that I binged. I wasn't expecting it to actually capture me so well, but the story was pretty cool. The special effects were amazing. Yeah, and yeah, it has a very engaging story. I really like that. That's a series that or show that I binged. But there's one that I would just like always go back to because whenever I need to just a pick me up is Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Oh my god, I love that.
I every time I can, every time I want to just like feel better, or just like distract myself from whatever's going on, like something wrong, I default into those guys. I absolutely adore them, but and it really does help like me and picking up on some vibes, so I can transmit those vibes to other people whenever I'm streaming. So Whose Line Is It Anyway is always recommended just to make you feel happy.
Okay. Which of these three things would you give up if you ever had to? Money, gaming, or love?
Oh. If I've ever had to.
Yeah, give up on one.
This is a very loaded question here. It's hard because we kind of do. Well, in our case, or in my case, I kind of do need all three of them. It's not need, but it's a want for all of them. But I can go without money.
Okay.
Even though nowadays it's a little hard to kind of navigate around that, but in the end you can find happiness somewhere else, or you can find stability somewhere else that's not just money.
Okay.
And I could definitely go without it, and I could definitely go without worrying about it. But I'm a very lovey-dovey person, so no, love is out of the question. Games make me feel other things that I wouldn't get anywhere else, like other emotions. That's why I love good stories.
Okay.
So I say bye-bye to money.
Okay. If you had the chance to switch lives with one celebrity from today and live as them for one day, who would you pick and why?
A dead or alive, or from today?
Alive. From today. No, someone from today, alive. Because you obviously cannot live someone's life, but
dead.
they're dead. Yeah.
This might sound pretty cliche at the moment, but Keanu Reeves.
Ooh, did you know that he was born in Lebanon? Actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, his mom just gave birth to him here, and then he's like Canadian Lebanese. If you Google it, it'll say Keanu Reeves. It would say he was born in Beirut. If you go to Wikipedia, it would say born in Beirut, Lebanon, and raised in Toronto, Canada. Yeah.
But yes, I would step in his shoes. I would live happy, or whatever goes on in his brain as him for one day, willingly.
Yeah, I would. I've said that before, but I would choose Kim Kardashian for three reasons. One, I want to see a day in her life behind the scenes, and I'm pretty sure that the day I chose will be one of those, oh, nothing goes on, it's a boring day kind of day. Or I would just smuggle some of her fortune to my, some of her fortune, to my parents. I would just send them the money. And I would actually like call her, who she's in my body, and I would just like tell her like, hey, there's an emergency and we have to do this and that. So I would just keep her busy so she won't know, and then I would just smuggle money into my bank account, like half her fortune. Yeah, and then I would call her sister's names, like, hey, listen here, you bitch. For example.
Bitch.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, what's your definition of success?
Definition of success.
Yes.
Ah, my definition. My definition would be
Yes.
when you feel that you have achieved that point where you don't need anything else. Where
Okay.
you have reached not like full happiness, because in everybody's mind will never really achieve
Yeah.
100% full happiness, and that's okay, because that means you're human. You have to feel other things, other emotions,
Yeah.
and it's normal. But it's when you sit down one day and just say, yeah, I like it here. I want to be here. I want to stay here.
Okay.
And I like whatever is happening to me right now. I
Okay.
feel that peace.
Okay. If you had an alter ego, what would their name be and what would they do?
Oh gosh. My alter ego.
Yeah.
Would be someone completely different, which would entail I already have him, which is someone that would stay in his room playing video games all freaking day, but not talk to anyone.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, the final questions of this segment are food related.
Oh, ooh.
Yeah. What is your favorite drink of choice?
Drink of choice.
We.
Alcoholic, non-alcoholic?
Your call. Your call. You can say both.
Okay, I'm gonna say both. One is I always go to root beer. I love root beer.
Yeah.
Any brand. And alcoholic, palomita, which is
Ooh.
just a grapefruit soda, like Squirt or something.
Ooh, squirts?
With what?
You said squirts.
I think I'm gonna
No, I said Squirt. The no, the soda, Squirt, or
Oh yeah.
any grapefruit.
Okay.
And tequila with a pinch of salt.
Ooh, interesting. Mine would be Jaeger bomb, but I do it my own version. So you know the Jaeger bomb is like Jägermeister and energy drink, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I add vodka to it and I add sparkling water.
Ooh.
Mhm.
I can't have any kind of energy drink anymore. My heart can't take it.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay. So what's the weirdest food you've ever had?
I just now noticed that it actually my character of Zombie Romeo.
Okay, so you've had brains.
I've had brains. I've eaten brains
Oh,
in a taco.
God.
And it's
Ugh.
actually quite good.
Ugh. Whose brains did you eat?
Pig brains. It's actually a
Oh.
very common dish in Mexico.
Oh.
In Mexico, we tend to eat a lot of things that people wouldn't normally, like
Okay.
pig feet or chicken feet.
Listen, I'm
the
not
whole
kink
calf's
shaming, okay?
head.
I'm not kink shaming.
But ew.
No, but here we eat cow hearts or chicken hearts. And
Oh, I love chicken hearts.
Yeah, no, they're like they become black, black and marinated.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love these.
I love chicken hearts. Chicken heart and rice.
Am I saying it correctly? Do you know which ones I mean? No, they're not eaten with rice. They're like just they become a little bit. They taste a bit dry, but they're super tasty. But they become like very black.
I don't know which ones you're talking
My
about.
mouth is watering.
Go eat.
Nah.
But yeah, I have eaten brains before, so
Okay.
it falls very very worthy of the zombie name that I've given myself.
Okay. Um, so small joke. What would a vegetarian zombie eat?
Oh.
Grains.
I would have responded in Spanish if anybody else would understand me.
Yeah.
In Spanish, the palm of your hand sounds like a palm tree.
Yeah.
So the palms of the hands and
Say it in
the
Spanish.
las plantas de las manos. No, las palmas de las manos y las plantas de los pies.
Oh my god. I know a bit of Spanish. I've taken like up to level 2 of Spanish, I think. Then the teacher quit on us. She's like, "Well, I'm busy. Bye."
You're not learning Spanish anymore.
Yeah, you're not learning. Yeah, she literally pulled like a Simpson on us. And, well, hey kids, this is the last session because you know what? I'm traveling. I'm like, okay,
Bye.
but I paid for it.
I don't care. Bye.
Okay, if you could eat only one meal for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Ooh.
Besides
Ooh.
brains.
Besides brains. Crap.
Oh, crap.
Would I have to suffer the consequences of getting fat afterward?
Keep your daily routine. For example, if you work out, you can always work out, but this is the only thing that you can eat. There's no other food.
Tacos al pastor.
Okay, to me it would be, sorry for that, but pineapple pizza, or I would eat chocolate.
Chocolate for the rest of your life? Okay.
Yeah, pineapple pizza is actually created in Canada. And I don't know why they call it the Hawaiian pizza.
Well, just because here in Hawaii, we're the biggest exporters of pineapple in the U.S.
Okay.
We have the Dole planting facility here, which they only grow pineapples and peaches.
Okay.
Peaches.
Okay, fair enough. What's your favorite comfort food of all time? Comfort food.
Comfort food.
Yeah.
I don't want to go into burgers because it's really not my comfort food.
Okay.
But my comfort food, granola.
Ooh.
I like granola with yogurt.
Okay. Mine would be probably because I adore carrots. Like just either carrots, especially if it's in juice form, like carrot juice on its own without orange or without anything. You'd own my heart forever. Like if you just offered me carrot juice, it's like, hey, get in bed, let's fuck. I'm like, yes.
With the carrot.
No, I drink the carrot juice first and then we can fuck. Yeah, but no. Like literally, either carrot juice, probably sushi or a bag of chips or chocolate.
That's it. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so
Simple but sweet.
Yep. What's your favorite or a traditional food from Hawaii or from your state or country that you want to introduce people to? Like, what's the main dish in Hawaii? And you can tell me one in Mexico as well. Like, which is the main base, the dish that you love? Tell me about both.
One that I fell in love with immediately here in Hawaii is poke.
Ooh.
Which is a bed of rice with basically raw tuna on top, but not just like watered down tuna like a can. It's a piece of like a little square piece of tuna with I think sesame oil. Oh gosh, it's so good. You can marinate it with other like sauces, but I fell in love with it the first time I just ate it. So poke, and from Yucatan, from Mexico.
Yeah.
I would recommend the beep. It's P as in Peter, I B.
Okay.
which is a dish that is made underground. You have to bury it for like 3 days with fire. It's corn corn yeast or corn whatever you call it. Not bread, because it's not bread. But it's just like the batter that you use to make tortillas. And inside of it is pork, a lot of spices, and some bones, so that it actually takes in that specific flavor. It's all wrapped in banana leaf and then buried and cooked that way.
Okay.
It's so good. It's traditional for the months of November and October, when it's the Day of the Dead, or as we call it, Hanal Pishan.
Okay.
And it's more endemic to those months, because we offer it to the altars that we make for honoring the dead.
That's interesting. Okay. With this being said, now we are gonna move on to the final segment. I know it's been a while, but I'm enjoying this. It's been a while that we're talking, but I'm enjoying this. So I've asked. So I'm gonna go in this time. I'm gonna go in blind. I'm gonna let Zombie talk in this segment, but there might be a disclaimer because of like past episodes where we've spoken about heavy subjects. So this is the mental health segment. In this segment, we'll be talking about a lot of things between mental health and or life experiences. But this is not an easy subject to talk about. As I said, I am going blind into this segment, so I didn't even ask Zombie what he chose, but I will let him talk. I will be just silent. And let's hear his story. So, Zombie, go ahead.
Well, for this segment, I chose talking about. I really never suffered anything like major in my life, or if I did, I like I mentioned before, I don't really take it into account as a mistake or something I regret. It's something that has made me into who I am right now. So I've never really been in that situation where I've suffered so much that it's marked me so for the rest of my life. But I do go into my head way too much. I am a person that overthinks things. I am a person that any tiny little detail that happens or that somebody says to me, I take it very, very seriously. And it's something that has helped me and has hindered me in such ways for my whole life. But I am undiagnosed. I have never gone to the doctor for this, but I do suffer from anxiety attacks and depression. I don't take any medication for either because I really have been against like taking medications for this kind of thing, even though I know it's my brain that's missing something. But it's also my brain just going into overdrive and overthinking things, which put me in a rut, which put me into a hole. I've found myself just not wanting to do anything, not wanting to even move from my bed or get up from in the morning whenever I have an episode, or physically or mentally regret just being needing to actually go to work or sitting down and streaming, which lately has not happened, luckily, because I've found friends. I've found a purpose. I've been able to progress in my work life and my personal life. I unfortunately got away from stepped really, really far away from all my friends, which is, for the past couple months, has been pretty hard because my brain has told me, "Oh my gosh, you're alone. You don't have anyone here." I am a very touch-hungry person. I love hugging people. I love getting close to people. I'm a very touchy-feely person. Physical touch for me is like very important, and I am completely deprived of that here by myself, and it's taken a toll on me for...
Oh, I feel that so bad.
Yeah, it's kind of overwhelming sometimes, but it's nothing that I can't like overcome, and in my brain it's just a matter of time. It will get better. I will jump over whatever hurdle I have put myself through, and it's something I can't avoid, unfortunately, because my brain will always go back to that. My thoughts will always go back to overthinking things and feeling the way I feel. It's just finding an outlet, and my outlet is just goes into me thinking I need to make at least 15 people smile a day, and it's always been a goal for me, and it's always been my daily need to actually make people smile, and I physically count them. Thankfully I work in retail, so I talk to a lot of people, and it really does help me having some people I don't know just smile with me because I'm smiling, and I make their day, or I make a joke. I compliment their glasses, their eyes, or I compliment them, and it makes them smile, and it makes me smile, and it's just the philosophy of it rubs off. Either your vibes rub off on other people and make them happy, or you made them happy and it rubs off on you and it makes you happy. I found a good loop and a good cycle to go through just to get myself out of that hole. But yeah, I've always suffered the same thing, and it always comes back. I can't avoid it, but I can help prevent it, and that's what I aim to do with my streams. I want to rub off on people with my vibes, and at least make them smile for a little bit, forget their worries. And whenever somebody comes and interacts, or even just comes and says hi, I always like to make a big deal out of whoever comes into my chat, because everyone's a big deal for me. Everyone is worth talking to. Everybody is worth engaging.
Everybody loves Kung Fu. Sorry.
Exactly.
Yeah. So you've, like, to add to this, like, Zombie, I've never felt pushed back, unwelcome. I've never felt one day that I don't belong in your streams. And going back to when you said, I don't know if I ever spoke in your channel. If you have like OBS open at the moment, we can try if it shows that I'm banned. But I think I spoke. Yeah, I spoke in your channel at the time, but I could have felt the sadness in your voice when you saw that.
Oh, that you were banned yesterday? Yeah. I was like, Did anything happen?
Yeah, I
Are you
felt
okay?
it. I felt it. No. It was a joke, as I said. But
Yeah, that's why I was so relieved when you told me. Oh,
yeah. No.
it was just Hammer being banning me because of a joke. I was like, oh,
Yeah,
okay.
because I've won literally 7 times in a row. Literally. And then I was like, I was
Rigged.
like, and then I was like, Dev, you would really show me that how much you love me if you can unban me, because he wouldn't say how long the ban is for, and then she unbanned me. Yeah, because I've been to in those situations where I'm like, okay, maybe, like, did I do something bad? Did I don't know, like,
Yeah, those are
Yeah.
like I said, the little tiny things that I take into account. It drives me nuts
yeah,
because my brain will overthink it. It's like, oh shit, what happened? Is Hammer just mad, or did Hammer make a mistake, or did I knowing you, I was like, did you do something? I don't think
No.
so. I the times I've seen you in my chat, you've always been so supportive to me and to
Yeah.
Hammer. My brain went into overdrive at that moment.
Yeah, I would never do that. 1, to a friend, 2, to a brother, 3, to a teammate. So I would never do that. And you've heard Zombie's vibes on that note. You've heard how lovely he is. You'll fall in love with his VTuber, I am pretty sure. Just go check him out, guys. ZombieRomeo69 on Twitch. When do you stream? What days?
Right now my schedule is Sunday, Mondays, Wednesday, and Friday.
Okay.
I am in Hawaii Standard Time, HST, or HTS, or whatever you wanna put it down. At 3 p.m. So,
which is how many
Right now.
hours? No. How many hours before, after PST Pacific?
Pacific, I think it's 4 or 5. No, it's 4.
No, I think it's 2 because someone said like you're 2 hours behind Pacific.
Oh yeah, I'm 2 because snow is a Pacific time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think it's Snow that said that. Also,
Yeah, snow.
Also, I think Snow was 2 episodes ago from the release date of this episode.
Ah,
Yeah, I've had her on there, and we kind of mixed it up because she started with the mental health thing on her own. I'm like, okay, let's mix it up. That's fun. Yeah. But you will catch him playing games with Nerbo, Kuj, or just on his own. Go drop him a follow. Go check out his amazing content on Twitch. And I will see you guys in the next time. So take care of yourselves, and I love you all. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for everything, Zombie. Thank you for the time. It went over what I was expecting, but I really had fun. And I think your episode would be as long, like the same length as Hama's episode. So it's like almost 3 hours. That's fine.
we have too much to say.
Oh yeah. Because honestly, like, amazing people deserve their time. So
Thank you so much for having me. And today, I was really excited and a little nervous. Like, oh,
but it was fun seeing your reactions, like your genuine reactions to the games. Like, oh god, no, like, oh my god, that was really funny. That was like honestly super funny.
yeah, I try to be as genuine as possible.
Yeah. All right. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.